So that's still talking about some treatment principle for herbal treatment. Yeah, treatment principle for the herbal treatment. So if you try to treat diseases, certainly we need to see what kind of passenger in there and where it coming from. So that's we say if we try to treat illness, we need to find the reason caused the illness. And then we decided, and what's the cause? And we also see the 脏 organs functions, like 5 脏 organs is not deficiency there. Empty just means deficiency. If 脏 organ not deficiency, and 腑 organ not deficiency, means 脏腑 organ is function is normal. Yeah. 脏腑 organ function is normal. And the blood is not a severe disorder. And the patient's Shen still in there. So this kind of condition is treatable. Yeah, this kind of condition is treatable. Use herbal medicine may be working. So that's we say normally 脏腑 function still in there, even have some deficiency, but not that severe, not totally empty. Yeah, not totally empty, not totally like losing functions. And the blood and the Shen still in there, yeah, still in there, not severe kind of disorder. So it is treatable. Yeah, it is treatable. And we can cure the patients. If the disease is more severely, yeah, if the disease is more severely, we may can half cure it, means we can recover some functions, but maybe not totally recover, which is half cured. So that means when we treat the illness, we need to see the illness, how severe it is. So we still can separate with 3 levels. Pretty light, yeah, superficial, yeah, like a superficial level, and the middle level, or little bit severe, and a very severe kind of condition. So in the superficial level, or not that severe, slightly illness, we totally cure it. Little bit severe, but the some organ function still in there, but illness more severe, we can recover some of the functions, half cured. Then we're talking about if the illness is more severely, like we're talking about above, 脏 organ function, 腑 organ function is totally empty, totally no function there. And the blood, or maybe we can say qi and blood, totally disorder there. And the Shen totally dispersed there. So that kind of condition is more severe kind of condition. is difficult to treat, and then patient will be dead. So that's we say we treat illness when we use the herbs. We are not only thinking about the herbs, we also thinking about the patient's condition, including the patient's condition. So severe kind of patients, even whatever herbs we use, we still couldn't treat it. People maybe still dies. It's a little bit severe or mild condition, we may can recover some of the functions, half treated. But just mild illness, pretty superficial illness, we can totally cure it. So that's still about our treatment principle here. Different level or how severe of the illness decided how we can cure the patient or not cure the patient. Then still talking about some treatment principle or treatment ruler here. Yeah. So before we talking about individually herbs, we talking about some basically treatment ruler or treatment principle here. So still talking about if you use some poisoning kind of herbs to treat the illness. We know lot of herbs, they are toxin. But for some severe kind of condition, special kind of condition, we still need to use. So talking about beginning used, the size of the herbs, like millets, just means use small size. Yeah, start from small size for toxin herbs. Yeah, toxin herbs, we start from small size. And if the condition or illness is cured with a small size, yeah, or small dosage, then just stop, because that's toxin kind of herbs. Like we talking about the info category kind of herbs. Lot of toxin herbs in there. We start from small dosage. If the condition is reduced, then we stop to use. And if not cured, yeah, if not effective, yeah, if not effective, not cured, then we double the dosage. Yeah, we start from small, just like a millet, small dosage there. Then if the illness is cured, is effective, we just stop there. Yeah. If not enough, if not working, we double the dosage. Yeah, we put two similar one. Yeah, two similar one. Still not working, then we go to 10 dosage. They just give an example. It's not means like from 1 to 2, then immediately go to 10. So we still gradually increase the dosage. We can up to 10. Yeah, we can up to 10. But still gradually increase dosage. If not effective, then we double dosage again. For the toxin kind of herbs. So until the illness is treated, yeah, we can go to the different dosage, but we start with small dosage. Yeah, not immediately for toxin herb. We are not immediately use big dosage. We can try small dosage first. If not working, double the dosage. And then not working, we double dosage again. Yeah, something like that. And we treat cold condition. So that's pretty same with right now we use the herbs. Yeah. Treat cold condition with heat herb. Treat heat condition with cold herb. Still the same. Yeah, still the same. And treat patient with food retention. Yeah. Food retention basically in the stomach area. In ancient time, or we were talking about herbal medicine, we say superficial condition, we promoting sweating to relieve. And in the upper jaw or middle jaw condition, we can give patient vomiting to relieve some food retention or even some stagnations in upper jaw and the middle jaw. Vomiting, yeah, vomiting is one of our treatment way for herbs medicine. And ghost condition, yeah, ghost condition. So in TCM, that's some Shen disorder, yeah, Shen disorder, ghost condition. Like some people say, I always can see the ghost in my room and they walk in there, but no other people can see it. So generally say it's any kind of Shen disorder, yeah. Ghost injury, yeah. Shen disorder. Shen disorder, we can use poison kind of medicine to treat it, yeah. So we talk about, for Chinese medicine, we say 以毒攻毒. With 1,000 herbs to against the toxin. So that's 以毒攻毒, yeah. With toxin against toxin. So that's patient injured by the ghost. That's kind of toxin things, yeah, or bad things. We can use poisoning medicine to treat. And the carbuncle condition, yeah, carbuncle and swollen, source kind of tumor there. We can take sore medicine. So that's basically what kind of condition we take what kind of medicine to treat it. So like some people have arthritis, yeah, problems with treat that kind of condition medicine. So the last words, just what should for the patient. So means in this part, basically meaning, yeah, basically meaning, before we treat the patients, we need to find like what kind of condition. Then we choose different kind of medicine to treat it. So cold use heat herb, heat with cold herb. And different condition, we choose different kind of herb, but 1,000 kind of herbs. If we need to use, we start from small dosage. If not working, we double the dosage. So that's basically in this page. Then in this page, just list the different illness. Yeah, just list the different illness. So we have a lot of different illness. They may cause different problems. Yeah. So some example like stroke, like malaria, yeah, big belly, edema, diarrhea. So this lists a lot of different illness here. So different kind of illness, we still do the treatment suitable for the different kind of condition. That's the basic ruler. Yeah, they list lot of illness here. Yeah, just a lot of illness name here. So that's basically on the beginning part of Shen Nong本草经. Yeah, beginning part of Shen Nong 本草经. We learn some like different condition. We need thinking about the herbs. Yeah, herbs, they may help each other. They may offset each other. We pick up the helping each other herbs mainly. But for special kind of condition, like some herbs have toxin, we still can pick up opposite herbs and control the toxins. And also, when we treat the patient, we need thinking about the patient's condition. Severe kind of illness is difficult to treat. It's not that severe kind of illness. It's easily to treat and we can cure it. So that's basically, and we're thinking about patient's conditions. Is cold in there or heat in there? Is carbuncle in there or tumor in there? Then we pick up different kind of herbs to treat. So that's before we talking about individual herbs, we talking about basically some treatment principle and some treatment rulers here.
Jing,
Yes, go ahead.
you didn't talk about 3 slides. Are you going to talk about, or we just skip?
Which part I'm missing?
The 5th.
Okay. Oh yeah, this page, right? Yeah, I think I jumped from this page. Yeah, this page. Is this page I'm missing?
Yeah, and then page 3 and page 4.
And page 3 and 4. Let's see. I'm missing too many pages. Page 3.
No, sorry, not page 3. Down. There's 5 flavors and 4G. It is dry with the sun or without sun, and
oh here. Oh, 5 flavor. Yeah. I think just my mouse is jumping faster. Yeah. This page we finished, right? Yeah. Just this page. Yeah. Okay. I'm missing this page. Yeah. Just let me know. Yes. Yeah. That's important. Yeah. That's important. So all the medicine here, you can think about our herbs. Yeah. Our herbs. Yeah. Herbs have 5 different kind of flavor. Yeah. So that's basically matching with our 5 elements. We say 5 elements. We have wood, that's the wood, salty fever, matching with wood, sour fever, salty matching with the water. and sweet matching with the earth. Bitter matching with the fire. Pungent matching with the metal. So 5 different kind of different flavors coming from the herbs. Yeah, coming from the herbs. So I must to say, these 5 different kind of flavor is not totally matching like we just tasted. Yeah. I think most of you in our herbal ID class before, like some herbs, they say sweet, but if you truly taste it, it's not truly sweet there. So basically, the 5 different kind of flavor is matching their functions. Yeah, that's the mainly. Some herbs maybe have 2 flavor. It's pretty close, like between something there. But basically, each of the herbs, they will have 1 flavor. And some no tasty kind of flavor still belong to earth. Yeah, sweet or no tasty still belong to earth. So that's 5 different kind of flavor relationship with 5 elements. That's certainly functionally relationship with 5 organs. So that's 5 flavors. Yeah, 5 flavors. Then we have we say 4 qi, or sometimes we talk about the 4 naturals. Yeah. What's the natural, or what's the qi of the herbs? Yeah, we talk about the herbs here. So basically, herbs we separate with cold herbs or hot herbs. That's totally opposite. And between it, we have warming herbs and cooling herbs. Yeah, still by different kind of herbs, they have their naturals. Yeah, some herbs is neutral. Yeah, some herbs is neutral. Not too hot, not too cold. Yeah, just neutral. But basically, we have 4 different kind of qi of the herbs. And then we say some herbs will have toxin, some herbs no toxin. Like we talking about Jing herb. Yeah, Jing herb, mostly no toxin. But Shen and 左使 herb. Shen herb may be toxin, maybe not toxin. 左使 herb, mostly toxin. Yeah, mostly toxin. So different herbs. And also we talking about the time we pick up the herbs, effected of the herbs infections or the natural. So we say we pick up the herbs. After we pick up the herbs, we need dried herbs. Some herbs we need dry with the sun. Yeah, just put under the sun. Yeah, just put under the sun and then dried. So different kind of herbs, we prepare the herbs, way will be different. Like we put a lot of herbs under the sunshine and make it dry. We prepare the herbs, some of the herbs, we must be without sunshine. Like sun in here, we put in the room. Yeah, inside the room. Then we dry the herbs there. So that can make the herbs natural difference. So that's different kind of herbs. We prepare the herbs way will be different. So that's we talking about And also we pick up special time to pick up the herbs. Yeah. So some herbs, we need a special date to pick up. So in China culture, like we talking about heaven steam and the earth sponge before. So we marking different time, different days, and even different time during the days, especially for good time, pick up some special herbs. So that's pick up different time to pick up the herbs. And some herbs, we use for raw herbs. Some herbs we need prepared. So even the same herbs, like we have Shen di, Shu di, they will changing their natural. Yeah, they will changing their natural. Like we know Shen di, raw herbs, is more cooler. Yeah, it's more cooler. And the Shu di is more sticky and more tonified. So that's affected the nature of the herbs. The nature of the herbs, we're talking about 5 flavor and 40 menlei. But truly, some herbs prepared and not prepared affected toxin and non-toxins. So that's we say we prepared herbs. Some herbs we need to cook it. And also important part affected of the nature of the herbs, where they grow. So where they grow is pretty important. Yeah, pretty important. Because in that area, the herbs grows, the absorptions in that area, like the qi coming from heaven and the qi coming from the earth. For example, we're talking about fuzi. We know fuzi is a pretty hot herb. Basically, they grow in the pretty cold mountain. Yeah. So that's make it natural, pretty hot. Pretty hot. We use it, with hot herb. If they are not grows in the like a cold area or cold mountain area, basically they losing some their natural. And we know another example for Shen. Good quality of Shen coming from north part of China is close to Korea area. We call Changbai Mountain. Changbai Mountain. So the naturally growth in that area, Shen quality is the good one. It's a good one. And later on, like right now, more and more people need Shen, and the people thinking about planted. And truly a lot of farmers planted Shen right now. Still like pretty close that area, but planted by peoples, still difference with the Shen naturally growing in the big mountain. So still not that effective. And the different kind of herbs, they they will specially talking about where they grow is the best quality and more effective. And like we are another herbs we are pretty familiar with, 枸杞子, 枸杞 berry. Good 枸杞 berry or 枸杞子 it coming from Ningxia province of China. That's the province name. Yeah, province name. In the west-south part of China. Yeah, west-south part of China. A few years ago, I have a patient coming to my clinic, and she bring a page of paper to me and ask me, have you heard about these herbs? Yeah, whole page about the herbs. They call Ningxia. Yeah, they call Ningxia. The whole page, a pretty big page, and a lot of advantage coming from the herbs Ningxia. They are not use the single herbs. They make the capsules. Yeah, capsule of the herbs. They just name it Ningxia. And then I look in some detail there. It is coming 枸杞 berry, 枸杞子. That's 枸杞子 coming from Ningxia. But I believe if they put 枸杞子 there, most people understanding what it is. Yeah, maybe they just directly buy some 枸杞子 and eat 枸杞子. They are not necessary to buy the like capsules. Certainly capsule is much more expensive compared with directly eat 枸杞子. Yeah. So they advised for Ningxia. Yeah, for Ningxia. So in other words, yeah, where the herbs grows is more important. Yeah, good quality. And I also heard about some of our students. Yeah, some of our students. They say, "Oh, I try to buy a big farm in Canada here, in BC here, and then I will plant a lot of Chinese herbs. They still possible grow up, but I must say the nature will be changing, will be different with the herbs growth in China. Yeah. So the herbs coming from special kind of air, that we have a special name. I put a Chinese character here. For Korean, maybe you can recognize. 地道. Have you heard about these two Chinese characters before? Yeah, 地道药材. 药材 means herbs. Yeah, 地道药材. Just means the herbs coming from special kind of air. That's good quality. That kind of herbs we call 地道药材. Yeah. Each of the herbs, they must be coming from special air. When they grow up there, then they have the good quality and the natural, especially coming from that air. So that's we say where it grows in is important. And also the herbs, old herbs and the new herbs, they may have different nature. I think you are pretty familiar one herb we call 陈皮. Chen means old. Yeah. Chen means old. P here, pale of the origins. Yeah. So basically, it's 橘皮 in Chinese. Yeah, orange peels. Yeah, orange peels. But why we put Chen here? Chen here means old. Old orange peels. The longer, the better result. We know Chen pi have function, result phlegm. The longer, the better result. So we say at least storage more than 2 years. And some Chen pi over 10 years old, much expensive compared with the 2 years, but very good result. So different kind of herbs we use. Some herbs we need new, like some flower, yeah, like 菊花、金花, we just use new herbs. It's good, still good result. But some herbs we must use older one. And another example we call 二陈汤. So 二陈汤 basically 2 important herbs in there. One we talking already. One is 陈皮. But what is another 陈? 半夏. Old 半夏. Yeah. Old 半夏. So that's the name coming from 二 just 2. 2 old herbs. Yeah, that's called the name coming from. That's the name coming from. So that means when we use the herbs, we need to follow it ruler. It ruler. Yeah, it ruler. Yeah. So all of these infected it naturals. Different flavor and different natural, cold or hot, toxin or no toxins. So that's basically, yeah, we thinking about herbs. And then we say, the other things we also need to thinking about. So some herbs, yeah, some herbs, we need to make it for pills. Certainly in 神农本草 time, they didn't have formula like we talked about before. But right now, we know we have some formula we specially call it pills, like 六味地黄丸. One just pills. Yeah, one just pills. So why we say 六味地黄丸 here? So when we use the pills, its absorption is a little bit slow compared with toxins, yeah, decoxins, yeah. So some herbs, especially suitable for the pills. And some herbs, I think you can change these words, dispersion to the powder. It just means the powder. I always changing for the translators. Some words make it confusing here. Yeah, some herbs especially like suitable for the powder. So that means absorption for the powder and absorption for the pills is different. Generally speaking, powder working faster compared with the pills. And some herbs suitable for the boiling. Like we make decoctions, yeah, decoctions. And some herbs suitable for soak in the wine. So like in China, sometimes people just put Shen or some other herbs on the bottle of the wine and put the wine in here. Yeah, alcohol. Yeah, and then every day, not truly eat the herbs, just drink a cup of the wine. Yeah. So the herbs go to the alcohol, yeah, go to the wine, and then people drink the wine. So different kind of herbs suitable for different, yeah. Some herbs suitable for the boiling, some herbs suitable to put on the wine. And some herbs, yeah, some herbs, they put a decoction here. But basically, they try to say after cooking, they make a patch. Yeah. So more dry, yeah, more dried, yeah. So just a different way we use the herbs by different herbs naturally. So then we say some herbs, yes, some herbs may be suitable for everything, for pills, for powder, for boiling, for put to the wine. And some herbs may be just suitable for put on the wine or put on the water. So that's we say different kind of herbs. Yeah, generally say different kind of herbs suited for different kind of the way we use it. So we need to follow the nature of the herbs to use it. Yeah. So that's another kind of situation when people talking about like, right now we use the herbs look like not that effective like in the ancient time. So truly in ancient time, people use the herbs thinking about a lot of things, even the cooking way. Yeah, how long time to cooking, how big the fire we cooking it, and how long time we make it cooler. So that must be follow the ruler. Right now, look like we are more simple. We make the powder for everyone. Just put the hot water there, and then everyone drink the powder. Yeah. So still kind of benefit in there, but truly in the ancient time, there are more ruler in there. They follow more ruler in there. That's more marching for the nature of the herbs. That's get a better result even. So that's still talking about like how we prepared herbs. Yeah, then this page we finished already. Yeah, this page. And this page we finished. Then we go to this page. Yeah, I'm missing this page. Then we're talking about the location of the iones. Yeah, location of the iones. They separate from the diaphragm. So if the ion is above the diaphragm, if the ion is above the diaphragm, so when we take the herbs, we take food first, then take the herbs. They didn't say why, but generally speaking, we can thinking about, we try to treat like upper jaw problems. The upper jaw problems. We try to make the herbs go upward. If we take the herb first, and then we eating some food, certainly the herbs is difficult to go upward. But if we take the food first, then herbs will be easy go to upper jaw. So that's we say the ion is over the diaphragm. And similar, if the ion is below the heart, below the diaphragm, then we means the ion is in the middle jaw, or maybe even lower jaw. Then we take a herb first. After take herbs, then eating. So make it more easily downwards. So that's by the ion's location, we pick up like take the herb first or eating first. So that's pretty commonly patient ask us, take the herbs before food or after food. So truly we have some answer in 神农本草经. Yeah, in 神农本草经. So that's by the location, like upper jaw or middle jaw or lower jaw. Then we still talking about where it's located for the ionis. If the ionis, in the limbs, and they say blood vessels, in the limbs and blood vessels, should take the herbs with empty stomach in the morning. So that still means the ion is in the superficial level. Yeah, ion is in the superficial level. We take the herbs with empty stomach, and especially in the morning time, the absorption herbs pretty easily, and the herbs pretty easily follow the blood circulation, sending all over the body, especially sending to the limbs and blood vessels. Then talking about if the ion is in the deep level. Deep level, we say that's the bone marrows. That's just give an example. Yeah. Also, like in the 脏腑 organs, still belong to deep level. And better take the herbs after after eating, in the evening, in the night. So night time is the yin time. And if the illness in the bone marrows, in the 脏腑 organs, that belong to yin part of the body, then medicine or herbs can send in to the yin part of the body easily. So that's by different location or different levels, then we pick up the different way we use the herbs. Yeah, so that's I didn't miss anything now, right? Yes. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this page we finished already. Just some example for illness name. We are not necessary to go one by one. Yeah. Then we go to super class. Yeah, super class herbs. I take some pretty common used herbs from different class, yeah, different level, and then to see what's the difference, like when we're talking about right now. So mainly things still the similar, yeah, pretty similar. But maybe just in 神农本草经 get some more detail. Yeah. So that's basically. So the first herb, yeah, the first herb I pick up is 人参. So that's pretty commonly used herbs. Yeah, used herbs. And the 人参 here in 神农本草经, I believe it talking about the 党参. Because in ancient time, yeah, ancient time, the TCM development in the middle part of the mainland China. So right now our map like this. Yeah, right now our map like this. And our TCM development in middle part of the mainland China in the ancient time. Yeah. And we say 人参 right now we name it. We especially talking about they grew up in here. They are not grew up in the middle part of mainland China. So basically, if you go to classical book, yeah, they talk about 人参, the same thing we talk about 党参. That's the part they grew up. But I didn't changing the name because that's coming from 神农本草经. I don't like to changing. Just like you know, they talking about 人参 here. Truly, they talking about 党参. It's not exactly we talking about 人参 right now. Yeah. Like the same name, but different herbs. So that's why they say a little cooler natural. Truly, 人参 right now we talking about grew up in the north part of China. There's a hot natural. Yeah, that difference. I heard from some students, like when he in the middle school, study pretty hard. He's thinking about he needs some tonifier, and he eat 人参 every day. After a few days, he got bleeding coming from the nose. Yeah, 出类人参 right now is more hot natural, and the young people couldn't handle that stronger kind of tonify. So we still use 人参 name here, but basically we're talking about 党参. Still sweet, yeah, still sweet, and a little cooler. So it mainly tonify for 5 zang organs. Yeah, so that just means zang organ here. And then we see what the functions detail here. Yeah. They used to quite, basically it's calming, Shen, and the essence. Yeah. So for Chinese, we always put the Jing, Shen together. Yeah, Jing, Shen, wise essence, wise spirit. Means these two parts is pretty important. Yeah, pretty important for people's life. Yeah, people's life. So quite here, you also can think about some tonify here. Yeah, tonify and make people more calming and holding Jing and Shen inside. And siding Hun and Po, that's two spirit, yeah, relationship with our organs. So Hun, we say holding in the liver. Po, holding in the lung. Still two spirit, yeah, two spirit, yeah, so still belong to spirit. And stop, fright, and palpitations. When people felt something, basically kind of a kidney issue, yeah, kidney. When people palpitation, heart issue. So in other words, they have functions, tonify like 5 organs there. Yeah, at least we put a 4 organs here already. Yeah, 4 organs here already. So liver, lung, kidney, and heart. Yeah, benefit these 4 organs. And eliminate evil qi. Means some passengers, yeah, passengers. So if we put all here together, we can generally say, generally benefit with 5 zang organs, like tonify 5 zang organs relationship in there. So that's like in our material medicine, we say tonify qi. We didn't specially say tonify which organs, but we say tonify qi. But originally in Shen Nong本草经, we say tonify 5 zang organs. And then we say bright eyes. All eyes holding Shen. Like people coming, we say within Shen or without Shen. From where? From eyes. So if we tonify 5 zang organs and we tonify essence and spirit, people will have bright eyes or will have motion in there. And open the heart here. Heart relationship with joy. make people joy. Yeah, make people joy. And make people more smart. Yeah, more smart. So that's generally say, we say super category herbs, mainly king herb, mainly tonify functions and no toxins we can use for a long term. So that's the first herb we pick up for 人参 here. And then talking about, so taking it for a long term and make the body feel light. Yeah, make the body feel light, like people can fly. Yeah, more qi, yeah, more qi, more energy, and that's pretty good for the bodies. More tonify in there, and prolong the life. Yeah, prolong the life. People can living longer. So that's generally say. In 神农本草经 we talking about 人参 here. Tonify 5脏 organs. Yeah, that's the mainly. Yeah, that's the mainly. And holding Shen or tonify Shen and make people happy and make people smart. Like everybody need 人参. And then in 神农本草经 also talking about where you can find it, where you can pick up. Certainly in ancient time, like the doctors pick up the herbs by themselves. They are not truly buy the herbs from other people. Originally, they pick up the herbs by themselves. So that's in 神农本草经 also talking about where they grow, like where you can find it. So they grow in the mountain and the valleys. That means if you try to find it, you can go to there to find it. So that's in 神农本草经 mentioned about 人参. Yeah, about 人参. So that's the first herbs we're talking about.